All right, so here we go. Harry and Emily, y'all up here? Come up here real quick. Chop, chop. Y'all give them a hand. Harry and Emily, come over here. Chop, chop. Let's move. Come down here. Nope, y'all stay right there where that box is. Stay right there. Somebody bring them a mic in case I ask them something. All right, so having a sales job is cool. Making $500,000 is more sexy than making $80,000. Can we agree to that? Yeah. Isn't it weird how I say, is it like, boo if you disagree. 500,000 is more sexy than 80,000. Boo. Yay if you say, oh yeah, 500,000 is more sexy than 80,000. Like, don't just agree with me. Like, have some kahunas if you disagree. Like, no, 80,000 is just as sexy as $500,000. You scared? No, you don't think so. Okay, so building a business, okay? Building a business. In my opinion, most people think that having a rental property is more sexy than having this young couple direct to you as agents. That's what, serious to God, they do it. Most people think that. Yay? Most people know. Most people would rather have an agent. They think having an agent is more sexy than real estate. Is that true? No, not most people. Most people, real estate, right? Most people like, I know people, they want the box. Most people want the box because that's what, by the way, that's what renters do to your property right there. Most people want the box. They don't want an agent. Me too. Yeah, you did recruit them. It took forever. Okay. Serious to God, to make $1,000, you're going to have to write a check for $200,000 to rent. Look it up. It's $12,000. Look, it's cap rate on real estate is 5, 6, 7%. So $200,000 times 0.06 is $12,000. So make 6% on real estate. It's $12,000. Divide it by 12, it's $1,000 a month. And if you can't do math as quick as me, that's a problem too. It's simple adding, subtracting, division. I meant to bring a calculator, but I bought my phone out here. All right, so you with me? So a 6% cap rate is $12,000. People would rather make $1,000 a month and own a $200,000 house than they would an agent doing $10,000 a month with a 10-point spread and they making $1,000 a month. And they say things like, yeah, but with them, you know, you could have chargebacks, you could have this. They don't do it. They're hard to deal with. Have y'all ever dealt with these two? It's like a dream come true. No chargebacks, persistency's unbelievable, and they're recruiting. Try to get this fool down here to recruit. Hey, is there any way you could get me another house? You know any other houses that look cute like you? Same age, ambitious? We'd have a, what do you call it, Alliance house look. You know, like Alliance Aiden, this is my Alliance house. This is my ideal house. And then people say, yeah, but with a house, you can borrow the money. I'm like, what are you, a mathematical small person?
Mathematically challenged.
Huh?
Mathematically challenged.
Mathematically challenged. And she's got, what do you call it, etiquette or like proper political things. Huh? Manners. if you borrowed $200,000, you've got a house payment that's probably going to be, let's do $200,000 times 7% interest and divide it by 12 and see what your rent is. I mean, what your mortgage payment is. Well, then you try to rent it, you're not making no money. So you said, what if you put $50,000 down? Well, then you do the mortgage calculations on $150,000. You rent it for $1,000 a month, and your mortgage payment is, $1,500. But let's just say your mortgage payment is $600, and you're making $400. Except if this person moves out and destroys your house, leaves dog dookie all over the place, and punches walls into holes in the wall, and then you have water. Have you ever had water problems? What was it Hancock told? One time somebody left the hot water on, and it did not flood. You know what happened? Steamed the hell out of the place. You know what happens when you steam it for 2 days? Everything failed. And guess what State Farm said? You have flood insurance, not steam insurance. You know how traumatic that was? Hancock died, wouldn't he die? I mean, he'd been dead 10 years, and it was 5 years before that. And State Farm wouldn't pay because of steam. It wasn't a flood. You understand the math. So you hired your highest paying, like your highest selling agent so far is who?
Jeremiah Adaki.
Okay, so she hired Jeremiah Adaki. Okay, actually he's 2 or 3 in depth.
Yes. Hired Stella and then she hired Jeremiah.
So he's just 2 in depth. Now he's here. He's averaging $50,000 a month personal production.
Yeah.
$50,000 a month personal production. The last I looked, this month, his hierarchy is going to do $150,000. That's not counting hers. So let's say, what's your total? If he's doing 150, how much are you doing outside of that? 10, 20, 12, 30?
My total organization last month was around 160.
160. So, last month's what we're talking about. So if he did 150, you did 10 outside of that?
Yes.
Does that sound right or incorrect?
That's correct.
You with me? You say, well, that's terrible. No, it's not. I heard her and all of them. You get the entire hierarchy. Where's Panda Bear in here? Panda, remember when I told you this? Panda's like, you override the whole hierarchy with their spreads you got? Like 5 or 10 or 15 or 20? I was like, yeah. And by the way, they're going to get renewals, and you get to override the renewals. He's like, I thought he was going to tear my seat out of my jet, squirming. You can override on the renewals. That would be like if you're making $1,000 a month, and then you find out their electric bill is $600 a month, and you make $30 off the electric bill. You find out they got a water bill, $150 a month, and you make $15 a month off the water bill. No. So the concept of being able to hire an agent, and I cannot tell, let's do this. Adam and Beth, come up here. Let's do this one. So real quick, y'all give him a hand. Give him some encouragement. I noticed y'all's attention drooped as the sexual talk went away. What's your hierarchy last month?
382,000.
382,000. Woo! Is that count Adaki?
It does count Adaki.
So let's just say you're making 3%. What's 3%? What is the number you said? How much? 380,000?
Yeah.
All right. So if you can get a glow bonus, that's bigger. But let's say 380,000 times 0.03. That's 11. That's a month. That's not a year, that's a month. Huh? That you would have to have 11 houses at $200,000 each paid off. So what's 11 times 200? 2.2 million? 2.2 million in the bank paid off on these houses. By the way, y'all forgot about property taxes? If y'all forgot about how about income taxes? Now I got to tell you, I'm tricky on that because there's a depreciation factor, which I appreciate. I got 500 rentals. I know how it works. Haley can tell you. So what do we do here? Y'all go hunting? Y'all go to dinner?
Yeah.
We go and have a blast. Spend $500. Get us some Camus. She'll drink some Camus with me.
Yes.
You know what? So that's a tax write-off, having fun with my best friends in the world. It's lifestyle, Terry. There's no lifestyle over here. But when I tell people I got 300 or 400 rental properties, they lose their mind. And I go, could you imagine if I count 300 or 400 agents, just 300 or 400 agents compared to real estate? It's it's insane difference in the number. So but you understand, it's motivation, education, information, and how you perceive it. Okay. So, I have people that are paying taxes off of personal sales income. You go, what's wrong with that? You don't have to do that. Why don't you have to do that? If you took that same money and invested it in a team, you don't have to pay taxes on it. But what if I invest it and I don't get any agents? You still don't have to pay the taxes that you're going to have to pay anyway. Mathematically challenged person. I was taking money out of credit cards. I canceled, I cashed in a 40, y'all talking about that 401k, what do you call it? Recovery, transfer, inheritance?
Conversion.
Mike.
Conversion.
I tell you what I did. I converted mine into cash. And I went to my accountant person. I said, I got 110,000. What do I do? And I said, you're going to get about 60. I said, well, 60 more than I had. Because when it was 110 on a piece of paper, it's like that pyramid scheme, the other one, the HMA thing. So and it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's on paper. It's on paper, but it ain't my money. It's on paper, but it ain't my money. The 401k was on paper, wasn't my money. I said, if I take a penalty, I get the cash. They said, yeah. What are you going to do with it? It's none of your business. I took that money and started investing in hierarchies. Eric, you understand this? Here, Stephanie, are you available? Who can walk up here that staff that I like? Which is Ella? Is it Ella? Is that her name? Ella or Stephanie? Come up here real quick. Come here, Stephanie. Woohoo! How you doing?
Good.
You like working here?
Yes, sir.
How much you like it?
A lot.
A lot. I like her a lot. Now watch this. You don't have to be a genius about taxes, but like if I invest $10,000 trying to recruit agents and I get a dumb agent or don't find an agent, it's the tax laws, you can't write all of it off. But if you pay a person $10 an hour or $20 an hour or $50 an hour, it's 100% write-off. 100%. You pay not a dime on that money. And you get a person that you like. So like, I was just like, hey, Stephanie, you take pictures? What'd you say?
Yes,
I
sir.
said, are you the picture-taking person?
Yes.
And I was like, you sure it's not a photographer person as you?
No.
Are you? I wouldn't. Are you really the picture-taking person back there?
I'm helping.
You're helping. Is
Yes,
there
sir.
anybody else taking pictures back there? Eric?
Eric's back there.
Okay, so
Yes.
Eric's kind of more of a photographer. She is. And you know what she said? I take the picture. So I've already got the tax write-off and I got a free picture taking session.
That's true.
No, I'm not kidding. Y'all saw me in my white shirt, right? But I felt like for my girlfriend who had on a jacket, I thought I'd come out with a jacket. So I said, hey, somebody go get my jacket. And Eric said, I'll go get your jacket. I said, here's a key. He said, okay, and run get my jacket. She charged me nothing. I already got the write-off and I got a person to help me out. With recruiters, it's you either gonna pay taxes or pay for a recruiter. But dude, I'm gonna tell you something. We're getting ready to book. Somebody said, I don't know if somebody said it, but they were like, where are you gonna stay at I got the biggest suite in Charlotte at the NC State Tennessee football game, about the biggest 42-person suite. And I got thinking about, where am I going to stay? And Missy, I asked, it's Keith talking about it. He said, where are you going to stay? I said, that's a good question. Where's Missy? He said, I don't know. So about 5 minutes, Missy come in there. And she said, you didn't get a room yet? I said, no. She said, you want to stay where the football team does? I said, yeah. I said, call and find out where they staying and see if there's any rooms. And she said, all right. I said, if they ain't got no rooms there, just get us a good place and get one for Spencer and Meredith and Brandon and Haley. And she said, all right. And she said, I'm on it. You don't need to worry about it. I said, I'm not worried about it at all because Missy is on it. Like, you understand, her job is to help run the company, not book my hotel tickets. Except for when I heard her, I said, we're going to do other stuff besides run the business. She said, I like doing other stuff. I said, like, if I need dry cleaning, you're going to go get it. She said, I'll go get it. I got 0 credit for the first year of this. I made a decision. My wife loves flowers. My wife is sick as a dog. If she dies, she said, send flowers. Don't donate no cancer society, beating women or nothing. Buy her some flowers. She wants a funeral full of flowers. She ain't gonna die. Everybody chomp down. But she wanted flowers like crazy, right? So I came up with an idea, and I told Missy, I said, if Jay shows up in a new building that we're staying, if we're sleeping there, see the correlation? If we're sleeping there, I damn sure want some new flowers. You know what I'm saying? It might not help a bunch, but it can't hurt. Every little move helps. So the first year, it was terrible. I had tax write-off from Missy, tax write-off for the Floriders, but Jane wouldn't give me no credit for the flowers. But after about a year of it, she just give up. Now she's just hugging me and kissing me and getting those flowers. And now both of us know that Missy's in charge. That Missy, you know the most nervous Missy ever is when you go on a cruise. You know why? You can't get no fresh flowers on there. So she said double up as much in the hotel before to make up for it and stuff like that. I bet that's a good idea. But y'all understand what I'm telling you is it's lifestyle, Terry. Should I tell them the other thing, Adam, or no? You know how ChatGPT gets credit? Missy gets credit for flowers and ChatGPT. I should tell them that. I shouldn't tell them. No. So that's for the night owl. Whoever's coming to my night owl, I'll tell you about that. I wrote ChatGPT, wrote a love letter. I didn't write a card. It was an insane hotel, and I didn't bring a card. And I was panicking. It's like 3 a.m. I was like, she's going to get up in a few hours. I don't have a card. And it was our anniversary. We were staying up at that place, the Ocean House. Thank you, Debbie. At Ocean House, up there near Debbie Ben. And I didn't have a card. So I went to my friend, Chat, and I said, look at here. I'm going to need a poem, and I'm going to need a love letter, and it better be good. And so we got to talking back and forth, and I did a love letter, and I found a white sheet of paper, and I wrote the thing out. My hand wrote it. Folded that thing up, put some hearts on it, put it by her table. When she woke up, she lit that thing, read it. She said, thank you, Andy, and ChatGPT. So let me see if I can explain to you it works, Eric. I ain't getting credit for the flowers, and I ain't getting credit for the letter. If she stops giving me credit and starts giving something else credit for the other stuff, I'll be mad. I want some credit. You know what get people in trouble? Cash, credit, and cuties. I was trying to get credit. Y'all hear what I'm telling you? Lifestyle created by building a team hiring a staff, building a world. No, like when Integrity made their move, and I'm telling you, Fitz is in real good shape too, but a lot of people, when they become partners, they don't have a staff. And I can't imagine not having infrastructure and joy. It's just, what a nightmare. Like all the things that I don't want to do, they do. I get to do the fun stuff. I get to talk to Mike and Carrie Williams. I've got people coming hunting over at my house. We got football games. I go football games. I don't book the hotel room. It will be a badass hotel room on Haley. It'd be bad. Missy knows what I like. We've been through the whole program. Lifestyle created by helping me take care of stuff. And okay, do you understand what I'm telling you? It's building a team and having write-offs and not paying taxes if you can do it legally. All right. So here's my question for you. If you knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that hiring secretary, and by the way, people ask me this, I'm gonna hire a recruiter. You got a secretary? No, I'm gonna do that. I go, recruiter makes between $45,000 to $150,000. Admin, $25,000 to $75,000. And this is the job you're going to do, and you're going to pay them to do that one.
Multiple people.
And you're the talent, and you're the skill set. Nuh-uh. Secretary, administrative, bookkeeper, accountant, anything that's not in recruiting and sales. The hardest stuff and the highest paid part of our business is do you know the highest paid thing, according to Think and Grow Rich? The highest, don't say sex. That's the oldest, not the highest. The highest paid is getting somebody to do something. Okay? Sales and recruiting, you get them to write a check, you get them to get an insurance license, you get them to call people, you get them to knock on houses, you get them to do, highest paid profession is getting somebody off their ass, getting them to move. That's what it is. So that's what you do. It's not booking a hotel, not getting dry cleaning, not getting lunch. It's not the highest paid. So if somebody in my staff wants to say, I want to get higher paid, I said, do you want to sell or recruit? Which one are you looking to do? Because this is what this job pays. Those jobs pay higher. So you do that and make sure you don't waste. And then people say, well, I'm busy. If you paid somebody to do it, you don't have to do it. Now you just bought time. Now you have more time to recruit. So if you knew that running ads, if you knew that hiring a secretary, if you knew you went after it and you knew you invested in building a team, and if you knew that you were going to make $300,000 a month, how would you proceed then? What would you do differently if you knew that this would work? I got that in Amway. And what happened, instead, they would say, once you get a person to agency manager, you make $500 a month. Would you rather have $500 a month where you just cold contacted and met somebody and built their hierarchy and make $500 a month, or pay $100,000 for a house? And I was like, I ain't got $100,000. And if I took my 401k and bought a house, then I'm stuck until I can get another $100,000. But with cold contacting, you can meet as many people as you want to, and you can own 5, 6, 12, 10 houses. And Amway was the same thing. You could get them to hire people, and you'd make money off the whole thing. Not near as good as ours. Don't even think about it. But that was the concept, and they beat it into my brain, Spencer, that residual income was better than job income, and residual income with people made real estate look like an embarrassment. And if you're a real estate agent and you think it's the greatest thing, I don't care. I've just got a calculator and I've done the work on it. And I know if you don't have any money, it's the best thing in the world. And if you do have money, if you have unlimited money, why would you get rental property? It makes no sense to me. Then you got to deal with all those people. Or I got a whole team. I don't know how many 5, 6 people work for my real estate company. I don't even know, 3, 4, 5. And they got to deal with that. Somebody gets hurt, breaks their arm, cries, gets mad, wants to sue. It's just a friggin' nightmare. If it's an agent, you 1099. Don't start no mess. They don't even work for me. They don't work for me. It's not my deal. They're self-employed. If you knew that it would work, what would you do? How much money, how much effort would you put in it with first note? But I don't know. If you don't quit, it'll work. But if you work more and invest more, you get it quicker. Did you want to get rich fast or slow? Did you want to be as old as Big Mike when you're making a lot of money? Or he needs a hug, thank you. How old did you want to be? Or would you like to have it now? Because there's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You got credit cards. You can sell and make money. You can meet every Uber driver. You can meet every waitress. The waitress that waited on us at Pregos is going to be here tomorrow. Jane Albright was on her like a duck on a June bug, baby. Got her phone number and everything. And she's like, should I just call her or get Patrick to us? I get Patrick, you'll call her and get her over here. Where's Patrick? Is she coming? Have you talked to her? Hell yeah. I always call dibs too when I'm around. About dibs. I know it makes people mad because like, you don't need no more. I don't need any more. I want me some. That's a repeated conversation also. I got to go. I love y'all. Thank you so very much. I hope this left. Thank y'all very much. Appreciate your time. Go recruit somebody. Make something happen.